It should be a good joint, man. Like I said before in the last video, make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Like we just getting started, man. But yeah, let's get into it, bro. A lot of stuff been going on around the league, bro. A lot of trades, a lot of waves, a lot of
A lot
additions and
of
stuff
move,
like that. Yeah, a lot of movement. And
questionable move.
yeah, yeah, you can say that. And then also we got something else that might be coming up. We're gonna touch into that later. Western Conference team could be looking to shake things up. But we just gonna dive right into this one, man. The DeAndre Ayton situation. A lot of talk about DeAndre Ayton and his play and his attitude and things like that. And they say, he might be, Luca's downfall. So, but yeah, how you feel about it?
Is he a Rich Paul guy?
Ooh, that's a good question because Rich Paul, he definitely do got a lot of freaking clients, bro.
Is he
Like
one of them?
he might be. I'm gonna check it out.
I'm just asking because he ran to that Lakers like real quick.
Yes, right.
Like, yeah, I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
he
we
ain't
talked
even
about
way out,
that.
huh?
I said we talked about that too.
Yeah, he didn't even weigh options. He went to the Lakers kind of quick, didn't he?
There was already speculation that he was gonna go to the what you call he is under clutch though, because this dude Bill Duffy.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was talking about that. Somebody said Bill Duffy and Rich Paul getting banked because
Yeah,
they got other clients that got their deals and stuff like that.
it
That
makes
makes
sense.
sense. It make a whole lot of sense.
And hold
And that's
on, I did not know that. I'm literally just now
I was
asking
just about
everybody.
to say that. No, I was just about to say that too because I'm like I didn't know that either. Clearly, y'all see if y'all watching this, we had to go look it up. So when we was texting about this, we was just joking and we were saying like, "Yo, Rich Paul put that call in," and that's
But
crazy.
remember, that was
And
before
again, hold on.
the sign.
Wait, before you go. I'm telling you, y'all, this is no cap. Did not know. This is not, rehearsed, stage, none of that. We really just on the fly. Like, yo, is he under Rich Paul? Like, that's crazy.
What made me ask is because it's like, all right, we get it. The Lakers need a center, right? We get that.
Yeah,
What you just like as soon as you bought out, they need me for this. Like, what made you think that?
right. Like, hold up. He didn't even weigh his options, bro.
That's
It
what
was as soon
I didn't
as it
even
was.
look at film.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Happy birthday! Shout out to who Nick
That,
Gurr.
he trying to get you caught up. He trying to get you
Yeah,
caught.
I just had to peep. Yeah, that's
Why?
crazy.
That's
I
why I'm
just
just looking at it like I don't know. You trying to, yeah, yeah. You trying to nah. What up,
yeah,
Johnny?
I was a little
Blue Man,
slow on
I'm
my
gonna put
movement.
you on right now. Wrong stream though. Maybe you can find it somewhere else. But anyway, when when he went straight there, it's like, yo, you didn't like even. I don't know. That was weird to me for you to just run straight there.
Yeah, and that's crazy how we joked about it, and it ended up being him actually being under Clutch Sports. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell.
Yeah, like all right, that makes sense now. I'm not mad at that move. I'm not mad at
Hmm.
it, but it doesn't make me say like watch out for them.
I agree. I agree.
It don't
It
make it
it
don't
does make
say
them,
that.
it does make them better in the sense of them actually having a legitimate
Yeah,
big man, and also they bringing back Jackson Hayes, so now Jackson Hayes could be like that backup role, and he's the Luca type center, right? And what I mean by that is catching lobs and running the floor. So we'll see.
is he? Is he really?
For the most part, yeah, we seen it.
You've seen it. Don't speak for everybody,
Oh,
bro.
great. But yeah,
Like, listen, maybe it'll be something different. I don't know, but it's really been no improvement in his game over his years. Yo. Like, I feel
who
like,
Jackson Hayes?
yeah, I feel like honestly, right now, the only reason why he was on the floor is because they had nobody else to do it.
Yeah, true.
Other than that, I feel like he would have just been riding on the bench. That's just me. I could be wrong.
Right. No, that's true. That
You know what I
he
mean?
definitely
But
could have.
Aiden, I feel like gonna help him because now he don't got to do as much. You ain't look. It ain't no
Yeah.
expectation for him. And
Yep.
I get it. Some players is like, oh, why would you want to do that? Some people want to do that, bro. I mean, hey, y'all didn't say that when Jimmy just did it to us. Like that's clearly what he wanted to do, and y'all was ready for him to get out of there to go to. You know what I'm saying? So
You just had to throw your shot at Jimmy. That's crazy.
it is what it is. It's multiple
All
out
he
here.
did for that city, for that team.
He was a
Yeah.
part of it. Let's not act like it was just him.
No, no, I'm just fucking with. I'm just trolling with you.
Man, this is an affinity clip for him ever since what he did. Yeah, this clip infinite, always loaded. However,
Mhm.
we're gonna see what Aiden do. He gonna
Yeah,
help with
yeah,
rebounding for sure,
yeah.
or at least he
And
should.
he got to be motivated. You know, I've seen clips of him happy to be in that purple and gold. So you know,
Yeah,
it was
because let's be honest, when he went to the Blazers, even if
yeah,
he
that was
did
like,
do something crazy,
hmm
that team was never going. Mm-mm.
no, yeah, they weren't doing that.
They
And the
wasn't.
writing was on the wall though. All of them big men they brought in. It's just like, do we see Aiden like sticking with them? Like,
Yeah, like y'all literally
he
use
was
your lottery pick to get a center.
exactly. So you
The
know, that made it clear
yeah,
as that it was just a matter of time, and clearly. But they
Rob
got Jake LaRavia too.
sitting there like
Yeah,
what?
they got the young boy. They got the boy Jake LaRavia too. Now I can't speak too much about him. I didn't see too much of his games, but I did see a couple of his games. But it's not enough information for me to be like, oh, how could he fit stylistically with this? Huh? It froze a little bit. No, you froze on my end. That's crazy. But anyways, yeah. Jake LaRavia. You know a bit about his game. He came over from Memphis. Damn. Yeah, he came over from Memphis and then Sacramento, and then he was a free agent, and they scooped him up on a free agency market. White dude, white kid. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I don't got too much information on him. I didn't see him play a bit, but of course his name been.
I'm not keen on it until I see him
Yeah,
play.
yep. But yeah, I
Yeah,
just
I'm not.
wanted to talk about an addition that the Lakers, added. So, uh-huh.
But I'm saying though, nobody talking about Clint Capella going to Houston.
Yeah, that might be a sneaky good addition though. Like I was saying, like man, I'm not scared of Houston, bro. Like, it's a little shaky because of wait now this is why because of their guard play. Amin Thompson, he's not no scoring guard. Like, can he put the ball in the hole? Yes. But are you saying, hey man, Kevin Durant's not getting it going. Let me give it to Amin. Like, you know what I mean? He reminds me of like the style of like the young bull VJ Edgecombe is. They're raw. They can get up and down the court. They're gonna play defense. They flashy, but they're not no bucket. You know what I'm saying? Like if that makes sense, like y'all let me know.
I would say that, right?
And they
However,
just got rid of Cam Whitmore. But go ahead.
they shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that. And maybe if it's a tax, luxury tax thing that y'all trying to do, maybe, but
Mhm.
he never even got a real chance in Houston, in my
He
opinion.
didn't. He didn't.
They never got a real
Yeah.
chance.
And them Bulls gonna be fighting for some minutes in DC now because they loaded. Bilal Coulibaly, if I'm saying his name wrong, forgive me, brother. Um, they got the young boy Trey Johnson. They just drafted him. They got Chris Middleton. Who knows what they're gonna do with him? We'll see. But I don't see him staying with them long. Uh-huh.
McCollum, remember, he just got there.
Yeah, yeah, but they, yeah, I was talking about like wings, but that's still a guard. That's
You
still
just
players
said
who get the
guard.
ball. That's still players who get the ball. You're right. You're right. You're right. Um, but yeah. Anyways, y'all know what I'm saying. And then they just traded Kelly Olynyk. The Wizards is. We're gonna get off this topic, but I'm just stating the log jam over
Spurs,
there.
right?
Yup, for the young bulls. Forgot his darn name, but y'all know who it is. I forgot their names, y'all. Forgive me. Charge it to my mind, not my heart. Okay. but
However,
y'all know who the Bills were.
I feel like now
Mm-hmm.
you got no choice as used to bring up the kid Reed Shepard now
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And
to
I
see.
think, and that's crazy that you brought that up because I think their GM or whoever that was, he mentioned something about Reed Shepard on getting him going. So I think that's what will be the case. I,
I don't know. I just felt like with the style y'all was trying to do,
hmm
they might have should have let Whitmore in a little more in that Warrior series. Like if you trying to get up and down, he's an up and down type of player.
yeah. But somebody was saying like they thought he was going to stick too. That's crazy. Ken Whitmore, but
I mean, we know let's be honest. Let's be all the way honest. When an organization don't like you, they don't like you. It's just what it is. And sometimes it can be personal agendas. Maybe sometimes it's things that we don't see and we don't hear because we're not in the locker rooms, we're not in the
yeah.
arenas, stadiums, whatever the case you want to call it. But
Mhm.
let's really talk about it. What real like playing time was he for getting? They was giving him stuff, yeah, when it was garbage games when they wasn't good. As soon as they went on that run last year, he was barely playing. This whole
Yep.
year while they playing good, y'all in and out with him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. And
You know
I
what I'm saying?
did hear.
Holiday brother might still be there, so that's another good guard.
Yeah, Aaron Holiday is there. They brought him back. Yep. That's solid though, but in the playoffs though, you trust it? I know Kevin Durant is there. I know who the hell Kevin Durant is. And Shingun, I love
That
his
means nothing,
game.
that means nothing to me.
What?
That means nothing to me.
What? What? Explain.
Kevin Durant, that means nothing to
Uh,
me, bro.
Why you
Okay,
say that?
do it.
I
What
want
you
to
ready?
hear it.
Listen, let's really talk about it for a second. Let's really stop playing around. Let's talk about it for a second.
Yeah, let's break it down. Yep, yep.
It's a lot of one-sided arguments out here sometimes. You know what I mean?
Mm, right.
When you bring up the Durant thing, we said this was I think this was kind of what we talked about the last one, right?
Yeah, I
He
think I know where you're
hasn't
going.
won
Yep.
yet since he was with Curry, correct?
That's a
Everybody
fact.
brings up everything that goes into it, right?
Yep.
I don't hear the same argument when we talk Kyrie Irving since he been away from LeBron. Kyrie Irving hasn't won since he haven't been with LeBron. Everybody will bring that up every chance they get.
Mm,
But he has just been in the NBA Finals since he's been off the team with LeBron. Has
that's
Durant
true.
been to a conference final since he's been away from Curry? No, he hasn't.
That's true.
He's been swept. He's been swept. We can say that. They don't bring up how
They-
Kyrie Irving went through multiple injuries since he hasn't been with LeBron.
Right, right.
Speedy
Hold on,
recovery.
hold on, hold on,
I'm not even talking this one. I'm
hold on,
talking
hold
even
on.
huh?
Durant too, though. He did face some injuries too.
You're
You
not
got to
hearing.
bring that.
I said they don't bring up the fact that Kyrie Irving's been injured since then. Oh, we know Durant.
Oh, when they making that point. Oh, that's what you're
Yeah, I'm
saying.
just
Like
saying
when
that
he.
they don't
Oh,
bring up
okay.
that fact. They act like he's been playing every single game since. You know what I mean?
Oh,
He's
okay,
had.
okay.
Can remember his first year with the Nets. He was in and out the whole lineup that whole year. Kyrie Irving, I
Yeah,
think he might play a few games the first season he signed with them. He was barely there. We already know
yeah.
the situation with the Harden thing, barely there. We know what happened to him in Boston. He was barely there.
hmm
So it's reasons why people, he have been winning. And please, nobody jump on the bandwagon now and say, "Oh well, we know who Kyrie is because he was just in the finals." None of y'all had the Mavericks going to the finals. I guarantee after that game one with the Clippers last year when they got blown out, everybody thought that was it for them. Me personally.
Yeah, yep.
So what I'm saying to say that is Durant is like Durant is turning into Aaron Rodgers of the NBA.
Mm.
What do you mean the Aaron Rodgers of the NBA shot? We holding on to past glory every time he goes to a different team.
Mm.
We not gonna keep bringing up, oh yeah, he was a champion 7 years ago. Yeah, he was.
hmm Yep.
7 years ago, he was. Aaron Rodgers. he won a Super Bowl. 15 years ago, he did. How long
Yep.
we gonna talk about it? He's being the Aaron Rodgers. That was on the fly, but it sticks.
True.
You may go.
You crazy. Yo, but those are some very good points, and they are facts as well.
And make
Like,
sure you click that because I want to know what people think about it. Am I wrong? Do we
oh, you know
not
I
look
am.
on past glory with him? Come
Yep.
on.
And I think some people hold him accountable, but not as much as they should, right? And this is my thing with Kevin Durant. I'm a fan of Kevin Durant. I've been a fan, like I told you. I was an OKC. He made me
Yeah,
an
I
Oklahoma
don't beef
City
with him.
fan.
I don't got no beef with him. It's just
Yeah, no. Hmm.
I hold back a little when he go to a super team. I'm not like, oh, they winning. I don't do that no more. I don't do that
Yeah.
no more when we go to a super team.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, my thing is this: like, we can be brutally honest, right? I agree, and I with the statements that you made about him. And I say this to people, or argue all the time on X, excuse me, that he's a front runner. And it's a fact, bro. He doesn't like he loves the hoop. Don't get him twisted. Kevin Durant he a hoop against a kid, okay? But he loves to have a stacked team. This is a fact. When he went over there to Brooklyn, he wanted Kyrie to tag along with him, right? Then after that, what did he do? Brooklyn wasn't working out. He went over there to Phoenix. That was his destination that he picked, bro. He
He,
made that decision. He said, "Oh yeah, these are one of the teams I want to go to." Who's
he actually,
over on that team? All Star and Devin Booker. I think Aiton was over there at the time before he got traded. He had one last. It was that one last. And that was his one last ride,
I'm trying to think.
right?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, it was.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was right
I think
before
it was.
Aiton got traded.
I think he did play that 1 year with them. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did. He did. So that being said, like I said, he played with a stacked team. And then now look at him. Doesn't work out in Phoenix. Now I will say they did kind of slick force him away because he was in trade talks or whatever, what have you. But Durant, out of his mouth, said he chose to go. He was able to choose where he wanted to go. And Houston was one of those teams that he had on his you know, penciled
that's
in to where he
yeah.
want to go to his destination. So who's over there in Houston? They were they got now. I'm not going to say they got crazy but they do got all stars. Shingun's an all star. Uh, Grand Fleet wasn't an all star though, but like still, they were a top
Oh
two
no,
seed in the West.
yeah,
But they were a
was
top two. He was
he a former All Star.
former all star. Yeah, so that counts, right? And also, like I was trying to say, right, they were a top two seed in the West. This not like he's going to a
That's what
team
I'm
that
saying.
was
Yeah,
like a bottom five, bottom. You know what I mean? A team that didn't make it. Like, bro, that this is a top seeded team. So we gotta hold him accountable. And this is what I said before in one of my videos. I said, yo, does this go against Kevin Durant's legacy? And some people disagree with me, but it's true though.
go
This
ahead,
do have to
Brian.
go up against his
Go ahead.
legacy in terms of being the GOAT because he's always got to choose to where he wanted to go, and he
Do you
didn't
remember the comment?
succeed.
My bad to cut you off, but do you remember any comment like why do they think it doesn't? Did they say that? Did they say why? Can you remember any
Can't
other
remember.
comment?
No, I can't remember because that video was a while ago. So
Oh, okay, all right, I get you, I get you.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since that happened.
Mhm. Yep.
But no, only reason why I'm asking that is because this is why I'm telling people I think it does. You
Hmm.
have to. I'm going back to the statement I just made, and I'm going to always go to this statement. You left the perfect destination for you for basketball was staying with the Warriors,
Yep.
right? Your ego got in the way. You
Hmm.
then act like you wanted to show people you could win your own ring, but you ran to go find Kyrie Irving.
Yep.
Then you had your coach hand picked. Well,
I forgot about that too.
I guess you didn't like Steve Nash or whatever the case is, so you got him fired. You did do that. I don't know if you picked him, but you did get him fired.
Yep.
Um, y'all go get James Harden. Boom, he comes over. Right now, you asked to leave the Phoenix. No, let's go back to Brooklyn real quick. You didn't win there. I feel like without injuries, the year the Bucks won, the Nets would have won that year. Without injuries, I think the
I
Nets would have
agree.
won that.
Yeah,
But
that's
we can say if all we want all day long. It's
right.
still not diminishing where I'm trying to go with this.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Now you go to the Suns. Y'all lost in the second round to the Nuggets your first year there. Your second year there, y'all just got swept. Your
Yep.
third year, you didn't make it to the playoffs. Now you run over to Houston. If he does not win with them, he's going to look like he just was a team hopper that got lucky twice and got rings. That's what it's going to look like. In the
Yeah.
archives, that's what it's going to look like. Of course, we're around for it to be happening. Cool. But I'm saying when you look in the books and you look at the teams he played for, you look at his playoff records, you look when he was knocked out, how far he went, it's going to look like, oh, you just got lucky twice.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's going to look like. Maybe you don't care, but we know you do. You know how we know you do? Because that's why you keep hopping around until you win. That's how
Yep.
we know you care.
Yep.
Everybody gonna always say that, right? I'm not thinking about that. Y'all think he thinking about that? No, I know he is because his actions show me that he is. Action speaks
Word
louder
up.
than
Word
words.
up.
Remember, I said that if you never listen to anything else, I ever told y'all before. He's going over there because he's trying to show us, oh, I can win. You go into a second seed team. That's the only reason why they so amped to do it. And now you got the people following in. You got the roster built to do it. How far can you go? Oh, if this come across your timeline, KD, I'm watching this season. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. Same here, bro. Like
I'm watching.
again, all valid points. And we gonna see. We gonna see if we're gonna be able to do it. But like I did, state that they do need a bit more in terms of like offensive creativity. But hey, man, no excuse. They still a top seeded team out west. That's the team you handpicked. So if it doesn't work out, guess who it falls on, Durant? Falls on you
Mm-hmm.
because they now the organization could have said we don't want Kevin Durant, but let's be for real. What team is going to say they don't want Kevin Durant?
And let's be honest too. This was it's a reason why they haven't won a championship since the '90s because you could already see you got a young all star. Might have just had one of his best seasons. Okay, he flopped in the playoffs. Y'all got rid of him as soon as it happened.
As soon as it happened, right? It's crazy, crazy.
So if if I'm not saying this how it's gonna go, if they go 2 years, because that's about the maximum the Reds is giving teams these days. If they go about 2 years and they don't do anything, and then he leave and they get nothing back, we're gonna always look back at why the hell did you break your team up? The same way, respectfully, let me not say we, I'm gonna say me, because I don't know if everybody looks at it this way. I feel like the Suns broke up their core too early. Too early.
Yep.
Y'all was just in the finals. Okay, cool. Y'all lost in the second round. That was when Luka Doncic and Brunson was on some other bulls and got them out of here. We didn't see that
Yep.
coming, right? And then y'all broke your team up after that.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yep.
is certain organizations. When you see organizations, right, and they be like, "Oh, this is the first time they're hanging up a banner." Go look at their history, and it'd be a reason why.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a reason why.
Yep.
Sam Presti, shout out to you and the Thunder, but let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You had 3 MVPs on the same team, and
Yep.
you traded one of them to Houston for Kevin Martin. Huh?
Don't
What?
disrespect Kevin Martin.
I rock with Kmart, but he ain't no
He ain't.
Harden. Let's
Yeah,
be
yeah.
honest. Let's be honest.
True. Hey man, but he did have some good days in OKC though. I remember that. That unorthodox shot,
No,
boy,
shout
that's
out
that
to
could
Martin
still
because
work.
I rock with him. I know that probably came across like I was calling him a dud, but I'm just saying it's like
No, but
sometimes
I get exactly what you're saying because it's almost kind of like
yeah.
the same thing. You gave up on Harden a bit too quick, and look what he turned out to be. So, would imagine if you just stuck with that and kept him in your mix.
And then remember, 2016, before they knew KD wasn't coming back, they
Mhm.
already traded Ibaka for Oladipo before they even knew KD was going. Ibaka already got traded by then.
Crazy. I remember.
So don't, so please, respectfully, shout out to OKC, but pipe it down when y'all keep acting like Sam Presti is just some goat of trades because he got SGA. Okay, you finally got it right. Relax. Shout out to what they doing over there though.
Right, but it's not just the SGA movement though. He also still was able to make some
It's
good
really
quality
not.
drop throughs.
It's really not.
Yeah.
That, but I'm just saying that for the ones that
Because
think it like that's the only reason.
man, I want to say that was just like a that was crazy to be able to come up with J Dub and then Chet, like bro,
Because he
like
wasn't supposed to go that high.
oh
Williams, he wasn't supposed to go that high. As
for
far as
real?
in my drafts, he wasn't up there that high. I think
Yeah,
he
that's
jumped
what, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
in
he
like
wasn't
20
highly
something.
touted like that, I don't think.
And even that's why I'm
Mhm.
saying he made the moves, but he just wasn't winning championships. Because even Westbrook, right? Everybody was like, "What the f- you grabbing him that early for?" When he got drafted. Cause
Yeah,
remember,
yeah.
coming into the draft, Westbrook wasn't a point guard. Westbrook was a shooting guard.
He came in like that. Yep.
So it's like, why grab him at Westbrook was like, I know he was top five. I can't remember what pick he was, but he was a raw talent. Look what he turned out to be.
Crazy.
So
Yep.
shout out to
Hall
Presti,
of
but
Fame.
I'm like y'all calm it down sometimes. There's a reason why they wasn't winning championships. But yeah. But with that being said,
Yeah, yep. He was fourth overall.
fourth. Okay, fourth.
Yep. Crazy.
So with that being said, I don't know, dude. It's like the Suns really just look like a clown show right now.
Mm.
Durant made them look like clowns. Come on, he did. He really don't give up. No, you think about it for a second. You basically lost three of your starters. You lost Chris Paul for his last 2 or 3 prime years.
Mhm.
Y'all bench was coming about. Campaign was now a relevant player in the NBA. Shout out to him because he came a long way from them making them jokes about him being Westbrook partner and dancing and all that. Right?
Mhm.
When he got on the Suns, he was hooping for him. A tweak here, a tweak there, tweak this player, give this player a little more training in certain areas. Y'all right back in the finals, bro.
In the mix. Right, right.
In my
Yeah.
opinion, compared to that Suns team, no team in the NBA just became significantly better than that team was if they would have kept that core.
Yeah.
Y'all just ran up against Giannis having a crazy ass series.
Yep. He definitely did. He definitely snapped. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie. He
y'all just went across him. And also, we don't talk about the fact of the one dumbass defense assignment that was in that whole series. Why is Chris Paul ever guarding Chris Middleton in the mid range? He's just shooting over top of him the whole time.
yep.
That's what I mean. Those are factors within. Y'all would have been fine. One wrong
Mhm.
thing happened. Y'all say, damn it, we going to go grab Durant. You see how it turned out. And Houston
Yep.
just is dumb because they ran and did it as soon as
Did the
they
same thing. Yeah. But the only thing is with them, they still got to keep Jabari Smith. What's this the cat name? Sangoon, um, Tari Eason. But still,
with
I
Whitmore
still
and
feel like
before
and
they
then
gave
Whitmore is gone. Yeah, so kind of the same thing. They gave up on their young core early because I feel like who knows what Jalen Green would have came back like, and then you still got the line Brooks in your mix. as far as
Yeah.
being a two-way player. Not a crazy two-way player, but like, he'll hit some shots on you and you know what he's gonna do defensively. So
And listen, I think he extra, bro, but he do bring
bring it. He
a
bring it
momentum swing to your
for
team.
sure.
He brings some
For
type of
sure.
momentum to the team.
Like we always say, you gotta have them type of players. He's the player that you hate going up against, but you would love to have on your team.
Those Dennis Rodman type players.
Type boys. Yeah, you need that. Yeah, he'll go up against anybody. I give him that.
Cause yo, I was just having a
Mhm.
conversation with one of my young boys because he a Grizzly fan, right? And
Okay.
he's breaking the thing about Desmond Bain. I even said, I'm like, yo, look, sometimes I think the dude is extra, but y'all haven't been good since y'all made that Dylan Brooks trade.
Mhm.
Y'all been downhill since y'all made that trade.
Yep. Yep. Now it's like
That
that. Now,
trade, bro. Ja
Mhm.
Morant became Memphis top goon. Uh Jaren Jackson Jr. He don't know if he want to be an all-star or not. Uh, what happened? We all seen the videos, bro. Like what? He went, he went, he
Okay.
went from saying we good in the West to we good in any strip club when we got the joint. Like I don't know what's wrong with the kid,
Went all
but if
downhill after that.
yo, all
Yep.
and then he
Like
was the
he
scapegoat.
cursed him.
Blamed him.
Yep. But you saw, speaking of Jaren Jackson, you saw he got hurt right after he got that contract.
Doing what?
I forgot what they said he was doing, but it was a turf toe injury.
Turf toe.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, don't tell me he was like. I don't know why that sound like to me. He was. Bro, I hope he ain't get injured trying to ride no bike or nothing.
Yeah. Hold on.
Turf toe. What the hell was he doing? But see, that's what we be talking about, bro.
Yeah, on his right foot. Yeah, they said the injury occurred during an off-site basketball activity. Man,
That could be anything. But yeah,
yeah,
see, we just
12
spoke
week,
about this, bro.
and that's a 12-week injury.
Yup.
So we're looking like, damn, because it's
That's
all
pretty
we
months.
already about to go into training camp, which is August, I think, right? Or
Wait,
September. My fault. September is training camp.
that might not be that bad. If it's 3 months and we in July, he'll be there like early November. So just about the season starting. That ain't too. That's not too bad. He
Yeah,
might
you're
miss a
right.
few
That's not
games.
too crazy
That's not the. It could have.
because he'll
Good
be
thing.
ready about like the almost like the beginning peak of the regular season. So that
Yeah,
ain't
a
too
couple
crazy.
couple games ain't too bad. But then
Yeah,
again,
but that's
do
still
they
nutty
got
though. Go ahead.
is Ja gonna be there in the beginning of the year?
He should be. Haven't
All
heard
right,
nothing.
they might be cool then.
Yeah. But I will say, out west, you need all the games you can get, bruh, because that motherfucker got loaded. Like it ain't no easy pickings over there. Besides Suns, now you can say a little bit. Who knows?
Yeah, we still got to see
You
because
still gotta say because they got that young boy, the 7 footer. That'd be nice, Booker for Booker to have. You know,
oh
and then we said they got the menace, Delon Brooks,
I always forget his name, bro. But the Duke
Mayuwat,
kid from Duke, right?
Mayuwat. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mayuwat. Yep. So that's interesting.
And then the offense might be different with Durant not being there. So we can see
Yeah,
what they figure out. We can see what they figure out. They might figure something out.
yep.
But
But
yeah, the West. Now you got Aiden going here with the
the
Lakers.
Lakers, yeah, man. Yep. OKC coming back off a championship.
We got the team we haven't spoke about. The Nuggets just loaded up.
Yeah, yup. We ain't get to them yet, but yeah, man, they loaded up. I ain't gonna lie.
Anthony Edwards
I
and the
think they, I
Timberwolves
think
doing
they,
it.
I think they a better team. I think they're going to be a better team, the Nuggets. I'm saying than they were last year because
Yeah,
Aaron Gordon should come back. We already saw that he improved on his outside shot. He's solid defensively, get rebounds. Jokic, we already know what the hell he do. So you add that with a shooter and Cam
Hardaway
Johnson,
Jr.
another shooter, and Hardaway Jr. freaky shooter, but still. having Jokic, that's going to open things up for them. Do what he do. I expect Jamal Murray to have a good season. So
Uh, we already know what's gonna happen with him. We ain't gonna see him
yeah,
to the
but
playoffs, but he
look,
gonna turn. Come on, we
yeah,
this who he
no,
is at this point.
yeah, no, that's true. But I'm saying it's still good to have a player like that, though.
Yeah, and then who I thought they should have never got rid of, but Bruce
What
Brown,
up, Bruce Brown? Yeah, so yep. Then I like the young boy Christian Brown. He don't back down. I like that light skinned
he
boy.
getting better and better every year.
Yeah, yep. And he competitive as fuck. I'm a cuss. He competitive as
What's
fuck.
the
He
other dude? The Baldwin
oh
kid actually not that bad.
who?
Baldwin is that's his name?
What all right,
He was
so
a
was he
guard. He was a guard on the Linky kid. He a guard on the Nuggets. I think his last name Baldwin or something like that. Am I thinking about the right person?
no. I think you talk I think I know you I think I know you I think you're trying to reference fuck, I forgot his name, but he definitely solid too though. I think his last name is it Washington? No. Let me look him up.
Man, look at the
It's
roster.
crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy how I freaking forgot his damn name. And I know exactly who you talking. Well, what are we doing? Because I hate when I clicked on something by mistake. Hold on.
But
Almost
yeah, I
there.
think that
There with me, y'all.
that's a scary team though.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
scary.
Anytime you got Jokic on your squad. Oh, and I'm glad we spoke on the Nuggets too, though. I'm glad you mentioned this because it would have slipped my mind. I forgot it. Right? What's the cat name? Valanciunas. Right? They was about to
Oh,
lose. They
I
got
think
him. But look, this the
I saw
situation.
that.
They was about to lose him overseas, right? But they
Mm.
said, we're not letting him go. He's got to go through with his contract. He got to, you know what I mean, serve his contract. So they said, okay, we're going to guarantee you for 2 years to keep you here, to keep you satisfied. So they guaranteed year 1 and 2. So he's going to have $20 million total within 2 years. So they're like, yeah, bro, we're going to need you. And that's a good backup though for Jokic,
Valanciunas
man.
coming off the bench, bro.
Yeah, man.
Years
That's
now.
not, yeah, bro. Yup. He's like a 7 footer. You know, he's not crazy on his feet, but we know what we know. Yes. Yep. Yep. And yeah. So that was good. That was good that they did that. They said, hold up, we might need you, brother. Let's keep you satisfied so you can stay here.
And granted, this was 2 years ago, but remember that Pelicans and Thunder series, he was manhandling Chet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the reason why I'm bringing Chet up is because
But
he the defending
that's a
champions.
fact. But Chet too light in the ass, so I
No,
am.
I'm just saying as far as like the wearing down thing, because remember he was starting on this. So imagine if he coming in off the bench and now you think you getting your breather, now you seeing Jokic walk on the court.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. That's tough. So
Yeah,
and
and no, nothing against Chet. I'm only bringing his name up solely because he just won the chip. That's the reason why I'm bringing his name up solely.
right. Yeah. Peyton Watson. I think that's who you were talking about.
That
Peyton
Watson,
Watson.
where I get ball went from? Watson. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
Watson. Yeah, yep. I like Young Boy too. Yeah, he just got to get better with his outside shot. I
Yeah,
think
but I just feel
it
like
can
he get,
come can go,
huh?
but he is a very good defender though. He definitely is, bro.
And his
So
shot can maybe hide a little bit with now who he gonna be on the
mhm,
court with.
yep,
So yeah,
yeah, man. Yep.
they loaded a little bit. What Westbrook doing?
I don't know. It's been quiet.
Man, if I'm the Nuggets, I'm bringing him back, man.
Me too. Me too. Why not? Why not? He's been playing excellent for y'all.
Because
Yep. Me
let's see
too.
what happens when we fully healthy with him,
Yep.
and we
And
actually got that.
yep. And another thing with the Nuggets, I wanted to get into. No, was it the Nuggets? Ah, I forgot.
What you got going on?
I hate when that happens. I hate when it happens. When I'm about to say something and I forget. No, I think that was it. I think that was it with the Nuggets. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, man, that they got better. Again, the Timberwolves,
Oh
they
yeah,
that fun, sneaky team for
team,
me.
right? Because it's like the loss of Nikhil Alexander Walker. You going to look at that like, damn, they lost him, right? Right? But
Yeah,
what if Terrence Shannon Jr. step up? They still
he,
got DiVincenzo. Hmm.
he got no choice.
Yeah. So and then they got Rob Dillingham coming up.
You
Let's
have
see
to
what he can do. You gotta
ball
try it, right?
and let them play.
Let him rock.
Let 'em play.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn, I
So you
get it.
can't sleep on that. I like them bringing back Julius Randle because despite him having that, that the last few games in that series, it wasn't the best, but he did have his moments in the playoffs, bro, where he looked it good. You gotta give him that.
And I feel like you don't give away your best option. And what I mean by your best option is if they let him go, I didn't see nobody really better around to pick up. So
Yeah. Yep. So
I
they almost had to.
up then.
Yep. And shout out Nas Reed getting his bag too.
He
He was a
he
good point. He was a good. Yeah.
he deserve it. He deserve it.
Yeah.
He's a hooper. He's a hooper.
Yeah.
He's
So
definitely
now, speaking of the Wolves, right? So now we see Rudy Gobert being dealt because he was in that trade for the Kevin Durant when they was trying to get Kevin Durant. Because they do got a log jam at that center position. We got the young boy Leonard Miller, right? He's been in the mix. Of course, you got Rudy. They just drafted two rookie centers, bro. The writing got to be on the wall.
and Luca Garza's still there, ain't he? Or did he
Nah,
no Luca Garza
he
left, didn't
left. Yep, he went to Boston. I like that for him. Because, Al Horford not coming back. Brad Stevens said he not bringing him back, right? And then they lost KP. So, Luka Garza, and they lost Cornet, the Celtics. So, Luka Garza is going to be able to showcase his skills. And he didn't get to
he?
do that much. So,
I'm hearing rumblings.
mm.
The Warriors looking at Al Horford.
Yeah, I heard too. That'd be nice because they just lost Kevon Looney. So,
Right, but this the question though.
okay.
I meant to bring this up earlier.
Hmm.
Others asked it. I'm asking it now.
Right.
Why the Warriors going after Al Horford, but didn't show the interest in Aiden?
Hmm. That's a good
That had
question.
me think, right? Because they didn't make a big push at Ian.
Right.
Or does that go back to the Clutch Sports thing that why go after something that's already going?
It's a good one. That's a good one because I didn't think about that, and that might
Um,
have been the case. Like I said again, man, Rich Paul, we seen him make that call for Kamau watch the fall to the Suns.
hey,
So hey, he probably said, "Hey, man, nobody don't touch Aiden. I'm gonna put that call in for you."
but that's why I wanted you to look that up real quick because it didn't make sense to me.
Yes.
The kid is not a bad player, and
Hmm.
nobody is banging on the door to try and get him,
Yeah.
knowing that he's about to get bored out. That didn't make
Yep.
sense to me. But
Just like
you
we hearing the.
mosey to Brian. Go
Yep.
ahead.
Just like we're hearing the other rumblings about this other player that I was gonna get into later, where he might end up. We hearing he might get bored out.
Who?
And his landing spot is looking like the Clippers. Who? Let's get right into it. Bradley Bill. Oh, you saw it? Yep. He lost Norman Powell. Who? Oh, nobody. They say he might get bored out. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yep. It's coming. It seems like it's going to happen too. Hold up. Want to know why? I think it was already. I think that was already a thing. The Bradley Bill situation. So they said, hold up, we're not going to wait on that. Let's go out and make this trade. Let's say, hey, is there a way we can get Norman Powell? I think that might have been, I think that might be the case. Mhm. And like, who would you rather have though, bro? Norman Powell, or Bradley Bill? Um, I get it. Billion man, yeah, yeah, I know. But
If we gonna do what we do on this channel and be biased because of past years,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's be honorable.
yo, don't use my lie. I'm all
Yeah,
right. Hold on. Let me be honorable then.
yeah. Let's
Let
be
me be
honorable.
honorable about it. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honorable about it, bro. If we
Uh-huh.
talk in the past years, I will have to go Norman Powell because
Yeah,
what's the best ability, bro?
availability.
Availability.
Yep,
He's been here.
yep.
Brad, we could probably pick you up. I can't have that.
Nah,
At that point, why the hell are we trading for you?
I agree.
We might as well run with the roster.
Yep.
But I am still trying to figure out what we gonna do with Wiggins.
Yeah, man. Hopefully he stay put and they like try to make it work. But I keep hearing his name too much in trade rumors though. So it's like, where there's smoke, there's fire, or what? Because I keep hearing it. I keep hearing Andrew Wiggins might be dealt for such and such. So
We
I don't know. That's
Because
a
then
very
it was
interesting
part
spot.
that was out. I don't know if there's somebody from the Heat organization or if it's just somebody that's like with this article or whatever.
Okay.
But it was being said like, oh, it might get played out again with Wiggins because we didn't see the full potential because after the trade, he really wasn't there, which that's what I kept trying to explain to everybody that was making this big thing about, oh, does this mean Jimmy was right to leave? No, it doesn't because he wasn't there after the trade. Wiggins, I'm
Mhm.
talking about. He wasn't there. So
Mhm.
we really didn't ever see what he could do with him, but I didn't like it. It's Trae Thomas was.
Yeah, we'll get into that later, bro. Appreciate you for jumping on. That's the homie John, bro. Remember?
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about.
you know?
Is he talking about? He talking about Cam Thomas?
Yeah, that's the only Thomas they got left.
Oh no. My Tanks. I thought he said biggest. Thanks. I say I thought he liked him.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's why I was reading it for so long. I'm like, wait, I thought he liked him.
Yep. But anyways, yeah, it's interesting though, because like I said, his name been brought up in too many rumors. So I don't know.
It's been around ever since the offseason.
Yep. But yeah, all right, since you want to talk about the Nets, appreciate you, John, bro. Appreciate you always. But yeah, that definitely is a crazy situation, but let's keep it a buck. If it was just if everybody else that was restricted got their bag and Cam Thomas was the only one left on the island, we can make a big deal about it. But since Giddy is still out there, he still didn't get his bag yet. I'm not tripping, bro. Kaminga still didn't get his bag yet. So you know what I mean? We can't, we gotta look at it like teams are just, I really don't know because I'm, of course I'm not in there, I'm not in them buildings, not in them offices. I don't know what the heck is going on, how they looking at it, and but all I can say is let's just be patient, for real, for real. Like
Yeah,
I don't
I,
know, but
I
yeah,
feel
but
like
it do seem like they trying to lowball them though. It do seem like they trying to lowball them. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's true. Yep.
yeah,
But
it's
and it's
yeah, it's
crazy
getting
because if they felt like that though with Cam, Oh yeah, but I spoke on this. I was watching Locked On Nets, right? This Brooklyn Nets podcast, and they
Mm.
was speaking on the Cam Thomas deal and stuff like that, and what they did with Day'Ron Sharpe and Zaire Williams. So they weren't restricted, but they did something with their qualifying offer. I don't know if I'm saying the right words. I can't remember word for word what he said, but basically, they tendered it and they were able to hit the open market, right, and make them unrestricted. So what that did was they was able to uh lighten the cap space because their cap holds was a bit high, right? So once they hit unrestricted free agency, they was able to save a few dollars, and then bam, we go and sign them to like short-term deals. So what they got was 2 years, 12 million, and the second year is a team option or player option or something like that. So yeah, why didn't they do the same thing to Thomas is what I'm getting to. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's like they should have did the same thing. But then again, I'm thinking Cam Thomas more of a hot commodity. You put him on the market, somebody gonna scoop him up because he's unrestricted. So they
Yeah.
like let's just put him on the books, right? And let's just see what we can get. So yeah, John, I don't know. I couldn't tell you, bro. You know how this team is. They unpredictable. We don't know what the hell they're gonna do. Like, you know what I'm
And
saying? We
another
don't know
thing,
what the hell they're gonna do.
another thing with
I
that
didn't
too,
even.
weird,
Yeah.
because teams tend to do that,
Mhm.
holding that space for like a future free agency. So they probably could be looking at somebody for next year free agency
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I read something. We got to the 13th for them to basically come up with a deal, or they can. Damn, I forgot what they could say. They could take back their qualifying offer or something like that. I gotta look back into it. It's too much. So yeah. But anyways, I just know something has to happen by the 13th, and we basically 4 days away. So we'll see. That's what I'm saying. We gotta be patient. Let's be patient until then. Yep.
Yeah, because in fairness,
Yeah.
we is still like we're still kind of early in free agency. We still kind of early.
Well,
Like some
well,
big
yeah.
names got moved, but
Yep. And that was a lot of good. And that was a lot of movement though.
yeah,
Like yeah, and like I was about to say with the Nets, it's like I said, John, they unpredictable. We didn't even who the hell would have thought that it was going to let up off Cam Johnson. We didn't think that that was going to happen.
yeah, that might make sense because I didn't understand what was they doing when they picked them up outside of trying to get rid of Drew Holiday for whatever reason.
Oh, Anthony Simons.
Bro, he just don't listen.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't.
not saying a bad player. He just don't fit what they would need. Like he
Why not? What you mean? Look,
he
no,
he
look. All right, let me explain. Let me explain. They can have him in lineups with Derek White and Jalen Brown.
right. But what I'm saying
So
with
they can
Tatum,
hide him a little bit on defense.
he what?
They can hide him a little bit on defense when you got those type of players around him.
Why are you saying that? Well, first of all, Jalen Brown is a so-so defender. Only why I say so-so is because he barely gives effort on defense. That's why I'm saying so-so. When he do play defense, he locking you. I give him that.
All right,
Tatum,
all right.
another one. He's a so-so defender. Sometimes they want to guard, sometimes they don't want to guard. They just want to get back on offense. Anthony Simons is not a defender. He only offense, and he barely
Oh
passes the
yeah.
damn ball. That's the what I'm saying, and that's a lot of damn money to have to sit somebody on your bench. So I don't see them bring him off the bench making that type of money.
Oh, right. Yeah,
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 that's what I'm saying. Like I don't see them moving him to the bench and letting him run like with the second unit.
yep.
That's the orange why I'm saying I didn't see why I was doing it.
Yeah, I know y'all was. They had y'all heated when he said that. When Cam Johnson basically they was asking him about Cam Johnson about the fans wanting them to tank and this, that, and the
Oh
third.
wait, what?
And yeah, Cam Johnson was like, "We don't care, bro." He said, "We don't care about no top picks, some this stuff like that. These guys aren't real fans. We come out here to compete and this, that, and the third." Yeah, and that's fans was pissed off,
I
man.
didn't know he crashed out.
Yep, he crashed out. Yeah, so yeah, Nets fans mad. And then
um,
nah, I don't think it makes sense because the Nets got too many guards over there. So yeah. I mean, I get it. You can say, "Oh, they still trying to tank," right? But you still gotta have your identity. You know?
I would say it would make sense. I get it. You not really sold on him, but if
No,
y'all got
I'm
Duke,
saying because they got too many guards. That's the only
no, no,
reason
no,
why.
no, no, no,
I
no.
like
Hear,
them.
hear me out. It's a
Yeah,
scenario I'm saying. This is a scenario I'm going with.
yeah.
If y'all did get the center from Duke
So we
and
didn't.
then traded him, then I would say, yeah, I kind of see it. If y'all would have got the center and then traded Claxton for him, then
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. But they got Danny Wolf though. They got my boy Danny Wolf though.
I like his game.
Yeah, me
I
too.
like.
Yep. But he not no rim protector or nothing like that. But you're gonna need Clowney, the young boy Clowney, and De'Ron Sharp to step
I
up in
just think
that
he get
department.
y'all some buckets.
Yeah, yeah.
You know who he remind me of? A heavier Franz Wagner a little bit.
Yeah. I heard that. I heard that.
Well,
His
he
comp.
kind of
Yeah,
remind me of him a little bit.
yeah. But he bigger. But he just
Yeah,
bigger.
that's what I'm saying. Like he a little
Just
heavier,
taller.
but his
Yeah.
his 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 uh his game style kind of like his.
Yeah. I'm starting to see that, John. I'm like, damn. Even though Danny Wolf is listed at 7 foot, but he's just not your typical 7 footer. If that makes sense, like you know what I mean. What I mean by that is, you're not your typical 7 footer is because he's not, a rim protector, and he's not no lob threat
No,
like
he more
some
offensive player if
offense.
anything.
Yeah,
Defense
yeah,
good, but
yeah.
yeah,
Hopefully he
yeah,
could be
yeah,
that.
yeah. That might
You're
be a
right,
better
John.
fit for
Yeah.
size. Yeah.
Hopefully he could be that because Shangoon was an all-star. So we'll see, man.
If
Yep.
he just go with his game, because he got a fundamental game. Like it's not,
Yeah.
it's really not like
Yep. I like it.
agility
Yeah.
thing like that. So that's why I feel like it could work for him. He just stick to his game, and also they gotta just let him rock. Because wasn't he like a
Yep.
second round pick? Just put him
No,
out there and rock.
no, they was all first round.
He was late first round then.
Yeah,
Okay, late
yeah,
first round. All right. Yeah, let him go out there and let him rock.
that's what
Opportunity
I'm
is
saying
everything. Like let's talk about because Shangoon,
for
that was
sure.
his thing. His
Yep.
opportunity just came. He showed what he can do.
Hmm.
Everybody loved Jokic. Opportunity just hit for him. He was a second round pick. Like it's just
Yep.
opportunity. They gotta give you the opportunity sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. And this is the team. This is the year to do it. So we shall see. But we spoke on the Clippers. Spoke on the Heat. It's another team. Oh yeah, but yeah, I did want to. We about to kick off into summer league, right? But Cedric Coward, I was slamming the table for him, but he was able to go to the Memphis Grizzlies, bro. Shout out to him. That's a good pick for the Grizzlies. They still got some talent over there because the Grizzlies, I think they ended up getting another player what they picked. I forgot who it was, but man. So that's why I'm like, yo, the Grizzlies still could be good, but they still not messing with the top team out west at all.
They playing at best at least right now. They might could get
Yep.
six. They might could sneak in a six, maybe, depending on what other teams do. Maybe.
And we also got to take into account injuries. What if that happens for certain teams? Anything can happen.
We got Orlando slightly got better. They might could sneak and do something.
Yeah, it's a young point guard, right? Javon Small. I
Who?
like him. Javon Small. Yup, from West Virginia. I like his game.
I
I
might have to
did a
look.
little bit of
Don't sound
research
too,
on him.
you don't sound too familiar. I gotta look him up.
Yeah, look him up, bro. He a dog. I like him. And then also they picked up Ty Jerome in free agency, or was it a trade? I think it was free agency. It had to have been free
I think
agency.
his was free agency.
Yeah, yup, Ty Jerome. So yeah, man, they're a little interesting. I guess
Is
they
that
did
where
that.
Tyus Jones went? Right?
Hmm?
Did Tyus Jones go to the Magic?
Yes, he did. Yep.
Oh no, Ty Jerome went to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Grizzly, Ty Jerome, and then Tyus Jones went to the Magic.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. We'll see with Jerome. I think he's a solid player, but I'm not giving him that. Oh, y'all over the hump with him.
Yeah, no, because we saw it in the playoffs, bro.
That's why I'm saying that.
Ooh,
Everybody had fun when they played against my Heat. When they was blowing
Yep.
my heat out by 40 points, everybody was doing all their
Yep.
celebrations. Go up against the
Right.
Pacers, and he looked like he need to be back on the bench again. Got it.
Crazy.
However, it was a situation that came up that I felt like is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good content to bring it up here.
All right, let's do it.
Was it KCP that said Pablo wasn't a superstar? Was that him that said that?
I don't know. You might be right because I think I did see something. I'm glad you brought that up too because I forgot about that. Because you know how it is, we get the rambling.
The Lakers at this point just trying to grab a big name. That's why I feel like they just went at the end. And yeah, they joined. I wouldn't have been that mad at what the Lakers did if they could have kept Finney Smith. That kind of like it was like,
But you see what
what's
you
happening?
see what they did though. See what he got.
Who?
What you call him? Finney Smith.
What you mean?
Just him. I don't think the Lakers could have did that.
No, because Reeves asking for a lot of money, ain't he?
I think so. Coming up. Yep.
Bro, he better do something. Nah, I'm gonna leave it alone. No, I'm not gonna leave it alone. You doing something right now. Let me talk about it. Reeves better
No.
show something that he can hit that level for that type of money. He good. I like Reeves. Don't get me wrong, but bro, we talk. If they give him like 100 mil, they got scammed. I'm sorry. If they give, he not no
Mhm.
100 mil player, bro. He not. He no, no. He listen. I feel like Reeves is that player. Like who did this before? I'm trying to think who did this before. I don't want to say this name because it'll seem like I'm only talking crazy about him because he just left the team. But a Duncan Robinson feel, bro, that he snuck up on us, right? We didn't think he was going to be that good. He came out of nowhere, and then we just gave him a lot of money.
But his offensive creativity is a little bit over Duncan Robinson. So
Yeah, Duncan Robinson been to two finals, and he been a part of what happened going to those finals. Have Reeves done that yet?
that's a good point. You're right. You're right.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Reeves, you been in the Western Conference Finals. You just got swept. That's all that happened.
Let me send this to
Yeah,
my
so
Lakers
that's why
fans.
I said I really didn't want to bring up D Rob because I know some people gonna get at him, but that's still my boy. I have his
You heard
back.
me? I'm
Huh?
sending that to my Lakers. I'm sending that to my Lakers homies.
Cool. Yo, look. When tell them that I said before they comment, just be truthful and be honorable. That's all. Just be honorable with your
Just be
response
honorable, right?
because I'm not telling a lie. He been to the Western
Right.
Conference Finals. Cool. He just got 4-0. That's all.
Yo, what's up, my guy Pete? What's up? Yeah, we just over
You.
here about to finish up. We talking about the free agency. We talking
Yeah,
about summer league. Yep, we talking about the all those things right there that's going on in the sports world. Shout out to you. Appreciate you checking in.
yo, since we
Right.
speak on Ace Bailey,
Hold up. Not yet though. We was just talking about something, right? We was talking about before we got into Austin Reeves.
where is we at?
Well, since we got mixed up, right? We just gonna go right into it. We just gonna go right into it, right? You froze a little bit.
Man, I'm still here, man. Somebody called me, man.
Ridiculous. But yeah,
Yo, I
man.
ain't had to put it on the do not disturb for the last couple of joints, so I thought people would be more honorable and respectful when I'm telling them doing stuff. Obviously not.
Black food.
Appreciate you with that. Appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate you for sure. But yeah, speaking of Ace Bailey, right? They counted my guy out. Y'all can stay over there.
Damn.
We had a bounce back game,
Mm-hmm.
18 points. 7 rebounds, and he was efficient. Let's talk about it. Any words?
Who you talking about, me?
Yeah, you.
What do you mean, yeah, me?
Then you had something to say about Ace?
What did I say about him? Only thing I told you, hold on, man, hold up. Let me pull up and say what I.
Yeah, yeah,
The only thing I said was I can understand why everybody went at them the way they did because the team that he publicly said he didn't want to go to was the first
mhm,
team he had to face against and who they chose to pick since he didn't want to go for his first quote unquote pro debut. I know it's summer league, but they consider it your
yeah,
pro debut. Um,
right.
I mean, I guess technically, right?
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
So that's my only thing. So I say I can understand why people was doing it, but don't do me like that. Because what did I bring up? I brought up the
Hmm.
Lonzo Ball thing. Remember, everybody was
Yeah,
so ready to say he wasn't
yep,
ready for the
he
league at the
did.
first game, and look what he did for the rest of that summer league. And if somebody is in here, can y'all correct me? But I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong. The Lakers did win that year, Lonzo Ball rookie year in the summer league. Didn't they win that year? Because I know Kuzma got MVP that year. I'm pretty sure they won the championship that year. But yeah, that's all I said. I can understand why everybody came at him like that, but that doesn't
Yeah, they was
bad
going in, but
player.
it was quiet the next game. It was quiet. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm not seeing the same energy. Oh, Ace, yeah, ooh, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
don't duck
I'm
smoke.
wrong
Don't
for
duck
that.
smoke
Now,
now.
huh?
I said, don't duck smoke now.
Because remember, Jason Tatum, his first shot in the NBA was an air ball. Does that mean look at him now?
Mhm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's what I was basically trying to tell folks. Like this summer league stuff, it doesn't define your career. Because like speaking of summer league, right? We're having another down year. I mean, we're having another down start so far as your guy, Casper Shakatonis, right? And I'm
I,
like, all right, I get it. You know, he's not looking crazy out there and this, that, and the third. He can't get by anybody. His turnovers is showing again because that was his thing before he got drafted was turnovers. But I'm like, yo, he still got a lot more room to go. I think the kid is only what 20 years old. So
is he even that old?
yeah,
Cause was he a freshman? Oh well, he did come from overseas though, right?
yeah, he did. Yep.
Yeah, so that. But that's just like look at Zion.
I might
His
be wrong.
first
He might be 19.
Zion first summer league game, he
Yep,
looked
he's
like he was
19.
going to
Yeah,
be dominant.
yeah, he's not gonna be 20 until May.
You heard me?
Yeah, yep.
Zion first summer league game, he looked like he was going to be dominant. We barely seen him
Mhm.
since.
Yeah. Oh, you out of pocket. You
I
just
knew it. I
nuts.
like I'll make you court what I
Uh,
said.
and, and yeah, and then that's why I had to go back. But you might want to calm down. I know you seen that last photo out there with them NO goons.
No,
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
What do you
I
do?
said no, oh, it was a photo that went viral. He was chilling with his guys. I don't know where they from or whatever, but yeah,
Mhm.
there was and it went viral saying like, oh, Zion then turned to a hood dude and this and the third, these other things. Yeah, I thought you would have saw
Oh,
that.
so he went from being a cheerleader to a porn star to now he's a gangster. Young boy got to just play basketball again.
Oh man. Oh.
Yo, and you know what's so crazy about it? That's why now I'm understand this why intern. Him and John Moran was back to back picks, right?
It might, yep, definitely might
Yup,
be.
they was back to back picks. Both on want to be gangsters.
And it's crazy, right? Because they both in a very, gangster type cities. New Orleans, they
Yeah,
there, it's over there. Memphis, it's over there. They,
and
they,
Louisiana.
yep. So yeah, that's funny.
Zion posted on the block with the hood dudes.
Yeah.
Both y'all gonna lose that 50 pounds and get on my basketball court. That's what I would tell him if I was his
No,
coach.
no, he looked in shape too though. So people can't say that though. He looked in shape.
First time he get injured, we know he back on the Blizz.
You gotta chill. Yo, you better chill, dog. He gonna put that money. He gonna put that bread up. Send them
Man,
boys in.
the only bread that he gonna put up is one that got garlic on it.
Chill out, dog.
Oh man.
Yo, but yeah. Before we get, we finish up with the summer league, right?
Mm.
That's what we was talking about. We was talking about that superstar tag.
Oh, Apollo. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Yep. But we gonna stay on summer league. Yeah, we're gonna finish it up summer league because we was already rocking. So yeah, summer league, it doesn't define you. Is it good? Is it nice to have good games? For sure. To show like, some of your skills, show that you were a top pick for a reason. But yeah, it doesn't define you. We got examples like Jalen Brunson. He didn't have a crazy summer league, and look what
Mm-hmm.
he turned out to be, an all-star. So yeah, we
Yeah,
take that
no,
grain of salt.
that means nothing. That's why even when he had a
Yeah,
bad game, I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of thought he would have a bad game only because of all the off the court things that was going on at the time.
Ace
Because
Bailey, right?
everybody been talking about it since the draft night.
Yeah, yeah, yep. But you put his head down, he had a hell of a lot better game
Man,
than that.
it'll be all right,
So
man. It'll be
yeah,
all
he's
right.
gonna be good. Yeah, he should be good. My boy, he didn't get to play last night, Ace Bailey that is, but man, Walter Clayton, he showed out last night. Baby Jamal Murray, I call it.
Like I
Uh
said, I would have been completely shocked, and it would have just showed how much of a joke the draft was if dude went undrafted. It's no way you see that type of scorer and don't even give him a shot on your team.
yeah, yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
No way. Yo, it's crazy that you say that because he actually looked like him a little bit when he on the court. That's
Right,
crazy.
yeah, they both light skinned. Yeah.
Yeah, and he went in the right situation, a team that's really
Yep,
not
for
that good,
sure. Yeah.
that possibly put you on the floor,
Yep.
and
Yeah, he
he's
went 18th. Yeah, I didn't expect that. Yeah, he went 18th. I saw that. That's where I had him too, though. A lot of folks were having them later on their boards, but me, I was like, because I think the 18th pick was traded. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I was like, yo, he should go to a team like the Kings. It was no, not the Kings. I'm tripping. It
I
was the
went.
Hawk. It was the Hawks and it was the Magic. Yep. I think the Magic, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Magic had the 18th pick. Yep. And I was like, yo, they should get a player like that. And Memphis got that pick. And I mean the Jazz. The Jazz got that pick, my bad.
I
But
wouldn't have
y'all
been
get what I'm
mad
saying.
at the Magic grabbing him. Decent. He a decent 3-point shooter, and that's their number one problem.
Yep. But they got Jace Richardson though. I like that.
Unfortunately,
Jace Richardson was my guy. He was high on my board.
yeah, unfortunately, I feel like we should have grabbed them, but I
Yeah,
could,
he
I
nice.
could, I could be proven wrong with the kid that we got. I'm not mad at the pick. Still, like even when we said
Yeah,
with the
no.
summer, I still don't care about what's going on right now with that. I'm not mad. I'm not
Mhm.
mad at the pick. I feel
It's
like
still too soon. It's still too soon.
I just feel like Jace can score. He possibly
A
will
bit
be able
better,
to
right? I
score
get what
right.
you're saying. Yeah, right now. Yeah,
Like
and then look, you see, like we spoke on earlier with the move with getting in Powell. So you got Powell, Hero who can create. Bam, he do what he do.
mhm.
Uh, who else in that mix? You got oh my goodness, bro. I said
David, I
Hero.
bet you work on
Oh,
that.
Wiggins. So he should be all right, especially playing with those type of players. This different in summer league. He not playing with those guys who can create like those guys, like the guys on the real NBA team.
And then also
So
who's going to be giving you
and
more
he
space.
not and that's what I meant to say. He's not going to be expected to do something crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying, when you got those players. So
Respectfully, it's
yeah,
like Austin Reeves things. Like I said, somebody that can
that'll
swing.
be just a plus. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
but as
But
far as
yeah,
with
my
Pop,
fault. What you about to say?
As far as that thing with Paulo about the super.
Wait. Hold on. I gotta give a shout out to Darius Beasley. He's still winning, right? He hasn't got a fair shot after he left OKC. He wasn't able to stick, in Brooklyn. Then he got to the Delaware Blue Coats G League team. He looked good there. And he's showing out in the summer league like, yo, I'm trying to play, bro. And he had a good game last night. So I wanted to give my flowers to Darius Beasley, bro. Shout out to you.
Yeah. Shout
Yeah.
out to Clutch Sports
Yeah.
running the Lakers.
Right. That's crazy. And
Mm.
yeah, we expected to see, and we won't end it like this. We expecting to see some good games tomorrow, starting at 3:30. Summer League, Derek Queen. We got
Wait,
Jeremiah
the
Fears.
Vegas one start tomorrow?
Yes, sir. 3:30.
That's what I've been.
Yeah, they got a lot of games too, though. Cooper Flag at night at 8. You get to see him.
He gonna have to play. That's the prime
Yeah,
time.
we didn't get to see DeLon Harper. They say he hurt. I mean, I get it. It wasn't Vegas, but still, bro, I still wanted to see him. Like, you know what I
They,
mean?
I,
Man,
I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. That's usually like that throughout the years. Like if the higher picks is on them Jones, you gonna see them one game and then that's it. At least in that summer league, like them
yeah,
in
just like
open.
VJ, bro. He had that one crazy game and then they sat him.
Yeah,
Oh, thumb
you're not
injury.
those games, bro. You're
Hold on,
not.
hold on, hold on, Shot. Thumb injury.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's why he ain't play.
yeah, thumb injury.
Too much 2K. Talk about some thumb. Yeah,
Right,
roll
like,
the
come on,
thumb,
gang.
cuz.
Yeah, stop it. You ain't fooling nobody. But yeah, shout
Yeah,
out to you. VJ
he'll
had a
he'll
good
be there.
game. Yep.
He'll
But
be
yeah,
there.
man, it's on. Yeah, but it's on and popping in Vegas starting tomorrow. I'm excited for that. We get to see our boys, see what they do. Yegor. I like Nolan Traore. Telling you, bro, check him out. Nolan Traore, bro, he got some game to him.
Nolan Traore. Why he sound
Yep.
familiar?
Yeah, and I'm mad. I'm
I
salty. My
might
young
know
boy
him.
is Drake. Huh?
I might know him. I might got see him, but that name sounds
Yeah,
familiar.
overseas dude. Overseas France boy.
I might have seen his game already. I'll
Yeah,
check.
man. I'm mad. Drake Powell got hurt. Man, knee injury. He said it's not too serious, so he should be ready to go by training camp and things
Just
like
set up.
that. They just,
Just
they
set up.
just, yeah, they just playing, being cautious. But
Yeah.
I'm still excited to see the other kids. Still excited to see what they do.
I want to see the kid, the point guard y'all got. I might be saying Al
Yegor.
wrong. Yeah, he
Oh,
playing.
yeah, yeah. I want to see what he do. He better.
Man, I don't know. I'm just asking because them,
Yeah,
them,
no,
them
no, yeah,
these early picks, bro. They
yeah. No, I think he's
always
gonna play.
like.
I think he's gonna play because they would have made it known. They would have said, "Oh, well, yeah." I think he's gonna play.
All right, cool. Because these
Yeah,
these these young these young boys be like
yeah,
sound
right.
like they in their 40s, gang. Like damn.
Yeah, like come on, bro. I'm not trying to hear that. Yeah, speaking of that, I'm glad that you said that, right? Because the Nets spoke on the young boy Ben Saraf, like one of my guys who's I follow. He's a fan of the team as well, and he mentioned to one of the reporters, like, "Yo, as we expected to see the young kid Ben Saraf. That's another overseas guy. I forget where he's from, but
Mm,
they were saying that he just was playing overseas. He just was playing in the playoffs with Noah Senge that got drafted to the Bulls.
okay.
So they said he played a certain amount of games and this, that, and the third. And I didn't comment, but I was gonna say, like, yo, he's still 19. We're not trying to hear how many games he played. Play some more.
So he can't go out here. Let's say he missed the first game. He can't come into the next one because I think you play like 2 or 3 games before the playoffs in
Yeah,
summer
yeah,
league.
hmm
Yeah, good talk
yeah.
though.
But yeah. We off that summer league. Like we said, it's going down tomorrow, starting tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of games, jam-packed games tomorrow. Excited to see these young boys go out there and hoop. But let's get
I just
into it.
did with the Paulo thing.
Yep.
I think he's a star in the league.
hmm
Superstar is different status.
That's what I said, bro. And I got a lot of flack over there on Twitter, on X platform. Oh,
Dude,
what you mean, bro?
just
What
because
what
you could
has
score
he
some
done?
points does not make you a superstar, bro.
And his playmaking did step up a bit too, but he's still not no superstar though. Like,
His playmaking stepped up a
mhm,
little bit,
a
not a
little
lot,
bit, yeah,
not
yeah,
a lot, because that's why they
right,
still losing.
yeah. And then like you was about to mention KCP or whatever, right? He mentioned Halliburton and Donovan Mitchell aren't superstars, excuse me, because he feel like superstars are the ones who like elevate your team to the highest
Mhm,
level. And I'm
mhm.
like, so why is Paolo a superstar then? Because last time I checked, did those kids win playoff games? Yes or
Bro,
no? Did
they're
they?
not there. And respectfully, Halliburton, you know I love Halliburton game, but he's
Yeah,
still
me too.
he's still just a star
He's
because
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah,
yeah, I
but they
agree
at least
with
but they
that.
at least won a playoff game too, right?
Ain't nothing wrong with being a star. It's just
Yeah,
tears, is bro. It's just tears,
right. It's
bro.
levels.
That's
Yeah.
all this, and that's what I'm saying. Because like before anybody starts saying, "Oh, this person average this," average, I'm not saying they're a bad player, but when you talk superstar, if we talking NBA superstar, I give him flack. I gave him flack early on the show. But Durant is in that realm. LeBron is in that realm. Curry is in that realm. So when I just said those three names, are you putting Paolo in that in that tier? No, you're not. He's not in
Hold
that.
up, hold up, hold up, bro. Not to cut you off, but I've been seeing Cat saying that even on the Jeff Teague show, his man's saying that he should be top 10. Paulo, oh yeah, he's over AD. Is he over? He's over AD now. He's over a couple other cats. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that over Donovan Mitchell.
So that's when we back to the pick and choosing, right?
Yeah.
Because and that's why I'm saying the pick and choosing. Y'all will pick and choose if somebody is good based on if they win or not.
Mm-hmm.
And then certain people, y'all would just let their game speak for them,
Yep.
right? Because
Yep.
before that finals run, even before that Western Conference Finals, everybody was calling Luka Doncic a star already.
Yep.
He wasn't a really good player in the NBA. He was a superstar already, right? Halliburton does it. Y'all all, I guarantee there'll be plenty that's going to agree with me that he's not a star though. Well, I mean, y'all gonna agree he's not a superstar. I think he's a star, but most of y'all won't even give him that. You know what I'm saying? Paolo is not up there yet. No, he's a good player. He's not a great player. He's a good player. He's not a great player.
That's what I said, bro.
We
And
not we not doing
and
that.
and that's what
He ain't in
and
that
that's
realm.
what separates you from the tiers of being a superstar and star. And that's
Yeah,
my
he
thing.
ain't.
Like I said, he's a very good player though. Like nobody's not gonna take that away from him. But superstar, crazy. Nah,
Nah,
not there yet. Not yet.
because you got and also look at it this way, right? Even some of the
Oh,
games.
another thing. Oh,
Huh?
I'm sorry, but I gotta make this statement.
No, go ahead.
Is he gonna sell out when you go over? Is people really gonna be going crazy over different arenas? Like, yo, we want to see Paulo, Paulo. Is he gonna bring in that same type of excitement
No,
on a away team like Steph and all
no,
of them boys do? Come
no,
on, y'all, let's be for real.
no.
Half of these people don't really know who Paulo is for real. He just now making his mark, and y'all
Is that-
saying he a superstar. Come on, gang.
No. I'll if we talking young players, I'll get Anthony Edwards is definitely in that realm.
Right, right.
Like
Like,
and the reason why before if anybody want to argue what I mean by that, think about this. I have seen playoff games where Anthony
mhm,
Edwards has damn near single handedly won that game for his team.
gang, for
I have
sure.
not seen Paulo do that for his team.
That's what I said.
He might have had a good game in that win, but he was not the sole reason why they won that game. No, he's
Exactly.
not yet. Not yet. I'm not saying
Yep,
he
that's
can't
what I
get
said.
there. Just right now, us speaking on this topic, he's not in that realm. He ain't in that realm yet.
Yep,
He ain't in that
yep.
realm, bro. He ain't in there yet.
No,
He not.
not just yet. Let's fight down, guys. Let's fight down.
He not in that realm. And Donovan Mitchell, that's my guy. But same with you. You're only a star, bro. You ain't superstar realm either, bro. You ain't there, bro. You ain't there yet.
Yeah,
What did I
not yet.
already say, bro? When the playoffs first started, I said eventually it's a Donovan Mitchell team. He'll be out. I told you they was gonna be out before everybody say, "Oh, they could get to the finals." No, the fuck, they were not gonna be in no finals this year, bro. They were not gonna
Crazy,
be in the finals, bro. No,
crazy.
nah. Hey, y'all gonna stop throwing those words the same way people say that they give Hall of Fame to anybody. Y'all also give superstar title to anybody.
That's what I said, bro. They just throwing it around like it's nah, bro. You gotta
Oh,
earn it. He hasn't earned it yet.
he ain't earned that
Nah.
yet.
And
He
like we
ain't.
said, we gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna reiterate this again. Very good player. Like he's very one
He
of
a
them
very
good
good
young
player. He that. He
players
ain't sure,
for sure. But we can't give him superstar yet. We can't coin him a superstar just yet,
bro.
bro.
Nah,
Nah.
nah, nah, nah. Because I feel like the only reason why most of y'all would do it is because I don't know if he been the one yet, but I know he would have been there this year if he didn't get injured. Is because the All Star thing under his belt. But respectfully, again,
Mm-hmm.
you said on Jeff Teague podcast, they said that, right? They said he is,
Yeah, top 10.
right. Jeff Teague
Yep.
was an All Star. He was never considered top 10.
At all. At all.
That put you over the hump, bro. Being an All Star doesn't put you over the hump.
No. It's good though. It's good. It's good to have. It's good to
I'll
be,
give a
have
better
that
name.
endorsement.
I'll give a better name. Kyle
Because
Korver.
that's right. Yup.
He was
Look,
All Star,
and
huh?
then look. Since they throwing superstar around, could we give Cade a superstar then?
That's what I'm
Then
saying.
he showed. Then he showed that he was all NBA if I'm not mistaken, right?
Come on, bro. Like it's
Right.
it's
What we doing then?
he
And
ain't.
for real, it might come off a little biased, but it's because I'm a Cade fan. I might take Cade over him if I'm starting a team, building a team. I don't know, bro. I might take Cade over him. And Cade outside shot improved.
It's
What we
up for
doing?
discussion. It's up for
That's a
discussion.
that's a debate. I want to hear it.
It's up for
Y'all
discussion.
drop in the comments. Let me know. Is that too far fetched? Is that a good debate or what?
I don't
Let me hear it. Let's talk.
think in that, but I'm saying I don't think that's
Yeah,
far off. I'm not
yeah.
mad
Cause
at
like I
if they
said,
both was right there. I'm not mad at anybody
yep,
picking either.
yep. Cause like I said, Cade was all NBA this year.
I'm not mad at nobody picking either.
Mhm. Speaking of Jeff Teague, though, I'm gonna close this out here. What you think about his words about Kobe Bryant? He said Kobe Bryant wasn't definitely of a good defender. He said people keep throwing this around like Kobe was that great defender, and I'm like, and then he said also Kobe got 12 all defensive teams, and he was like, yeah, some of that is just bias, BS or whatever. He ain't buying it or whatever. And I'm like, yo, last time I checked, when I seen Kobe, he gave maximum effort on defense. And if we
I
being
just
for real, and if we being for real, there's another topic that we can put out there. Who was the better defender? Y'all might think it's crazy, but I'm picking him over LeBron on defense.
it's just funny to me how
Right?
well, first of all, prayers go out to his family, kids, siblings,
Yeah, for
parents,
sure.
everybody, ex-wife, right? It's just funny to me how 5 years later, I guess after everybody what's up next podcast, it's just funny to me how like
Yo, what
couple
up,
years
Ice?
couple years after his passing, everybody just got so much to
Right?
say about him, but loved him
Crazy.
so much when he was in a face. And this the
Crazy.
reason why my circle always stays small because I don't trust niggas all the time.
Yep,
You understand
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
Everybody
For
got
real.
so much to say about him and so
And it's
much this
corny
and
though. And it's corny, like what we say, right? Let's be honorable. When we gonna start being
yeah,
honorable?
let's be honorable because I even was disappointed that my favorite player, Dwayne Wade, had
Mm.
a nerve to run his mouth and join in on it, like starting to be like
Wow, I didn't hear that. Okay.
podcast. He's starting to be like a little follower on podcasts now too, a little bit. That's starting to piss me off. But yeah, a lot of people got things to say. Like we even seen the Tracy McGrady thing, right?
Yep.
And we spoke about that, me and you, and then you try to backtrack because you knew you looked stupid with what you said, so you tried to backtrack.
Yep. Yep.
I just feel like it's fake that everybody got so much to say when he passed, y'all
Mhm.
damn near crowned him GOAT over Jordan.
They were trying to too. Yep.
Right? Now,
Mhm.
all of a sudden, everybody want to do anything. And that's the problem with some people. They do anything for a click and a like. Most of y'all don't even
Crazy.
believe that the things y'all saying. Y'all just want somebody to click. Look at Gilbert Arenas. You was the
Yeah.
most,
He one
you
of
was the
them.
biggest Kobe Bryant bandwagoner. Now you just know everything about Kobe on your podcast now. Got you. You never
Crazy.
played with him, but you know everything about how he thought though. Got you. Got you. Got you.
And for real, that ain't no fluke. Now you might could say some of them might have been like not deserving. Okay, cool, but a good percentage of them teams he definitely did
Okay. And
deserve to be on.
compared to. That's what we got to understand too. Maybe he was the best shooting guard defender compared to who was playing at the time.
Right? True. Yep.
What are we talking about? Come on, man.
Crazy.
I just get irritated when I gotta argue just dumb things that speak for themselves, bro. Some of these questions
Right.
are rhetorical questions, bro. They answer themselves. Like I don't know. I don't know where all this
It's
hate
crazy
go
for
from.
him to say this too, because you do know that Kobe wasn't around in the 60s, 50s, and all that type shit. It's film. It's out there. We can go look it up and watch and see how he was defensively.
We
So it
literally
ain't like
watching
this.
him.
It's not like this thing that we can't go and research if you hadn't. I've watched Kobe. I might have still been young, like young teenagers, but I still was, you know what I mean, able to watch though. I was able to see, and I know what my eyes tell me.
Come on, bro. We
Crazy.
we not doing that. Everybody went from saying he was a crazy defender to constantly showing that clip of him and Kyrie Irving, and now he didn't guard nobody.
Crazy.
All right.
Crazy.
I'm just
And then I
wondering.
seen the day.
I'm just wondering, bro. How do you ever go back to back to back championships as a starting guard, not playing defense? That's crazy. I don't know.
Let's be for real. I don't. Yeah, I don't know either. That's a good question. I
I
would
don't
love
know
to
how you
know.
do that. And then
And then
going
I
into
see
your
him.
later years, you got a
Yeah.
back to back championship under your belt, but you don't play no defense. I don't know how that works.
Right. Come
I don't,
on, man.
bro.
The smear campaign on Kobe when he not gone is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know
When he not here, I
where this
mean.
coming from. Like, yeah, I think it's just
Right. What's to y'all? Y'all trying to get Buzz off his name. I get it. Y'all show been doing numbers. Y'all been got y'all Buzz or whatever have you. But I'm just saying, still to keep it afloat. You know what I'm saying? Because like we spoke on it recently. T Mac spoke on Kobe, and you say something crazy, and then it did numbers, right?
that's what I'm
And
saying.
then we seen it again.
Then he had to
So y'all
backtrack,
get my
but
point.
it's like, all right,
Yeah.
too much mixed views. So I gotta backtrack it. Yeah, I got you.
Then I seen the day he gonna get all in his feelings about it. Somebody addressed him again on this podcast. They basically disagreed about Kobe, and then I'm not gonna see what he said, but basically he got defensive. You know how dudes get. They say stop D Ryan and all this other stuff.
That,
You
all
know
right,
how
that's
they get
cool.
mad.
That's cool. You do me a favor then. Don't talk about him when he going and he can't say what he got to say back to you. Then maybe won't
Exactly.
nobody have to be in your
Exactly.
cat.
Exactly. Let's keep it
Like
above.
what? Like yo, like yeah, I mean, how about don't do that?
Word up. Word up.
Last dance thing. When people act like
Hmm.
that was like a stain on Jordan that he wasn't the GOAT no more. Because some of his teammates didn't like him.
Who gives a?
Everybody
Everybody
was smiling
who's
with him
not
when he
gonna
was
like
popping
you, right?
champagne with a championship ring.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Huh? Everybody was happy then. Horace Grant ain't had no problem when them goggles was filled with champagne shower.
Real
He
rap.
didn't want to punch him then.
For real.
Huh?
For real.
Scotty, what about him?
Uh-huh.
Looking like the fucking John from the toucan from the Fruit Loops, long ass nose. He ain't had no problem with Jordan when he was winning, holding him up during the flu game. You ain't have a problem with him then.
Man,
You carried him off the court.
that's real
Come
rap
on, bro. Y'all
though.
always fake when y'all not in somebody's face. That's just weird to me.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's weird. Like he was somewhere
Yeah.
talking about, oh, I can count how many times me and Jordan went out. I don't care if y'all never went on a date. I just want to talk about y'all winning rings. I don't
Exactly.
care if he didn't go eat with you. What are you talking about, Scott?
Crazy, man. It's crazy out
The
here.
clown, bro. Scotty a weirdo too. Maybe you should worry more about what your ex-wife doing and what dates she going on. You wouldn't be having to worry about Jordan all day. Like what?
Man,
What's wrong with them, bro? Huh?
crazy. No honor in these cats, man. These kittens,
They not
man. It's
honorable,
crazy.
bro.
At
They not
all.
honorable. That's
At all.
they ain't honorable.
Oh, but yeah, that's all I wanted to get into in the last segment, man. Think this was a good joint. It was a very long one, but hopefully y'all stay, man. Hopefully y'all check out, like I said, like I always tell y'all, if you can't watch the full joint, always double back. You know, it's gonna be some good there's gonna be some good content in here, you know,
For
and
sure.
some very good topics for sure. Right. And like I said, tell a friend to tell a friend. And
It's
that's
all
about it,
free,
man.
man.
I don't want to be too long winded, but y'all get me. Y'all understand what I'm saying. It's all free.
And we out.
It ain't cost you nothing. We out. Till next time,
We out.
y'all.
Next time, y'all. Peace.